Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, what I want to talk about is setting your table. Now, before you click off, hold on. I'm not talking about setting plates and silverware and cups and all that fun stuff. What I want to talk about is how we're going to set our table for the month of November in our season of harvest. So yes, we're talking about development. We're talking about progression and growth through life. So if it's something you're interested in, stay a while. If this is your first time, how you doing? My name is John Scheringer. I am the CEO, founder, and a coach in the Change Operative, which is a transformational company. And what I love to do is help people to create a better self-assurance in themselves by dealing with and confronting their limiting beliefs through mindfulness techniques and some coaching lessons. So if that's something that's right up your alley, you want to have more confidence, some clarity and focus, then shoot me a message. I'd love to talk with you. But in the idea of today's video, we're doing an overarching idea of what November is going to bring for us. Now, November, as we know, if you've been watching me, is in the season of harvest. It's the second month in the season of harvest, which is the end of the year. And in November, we're looking at setting the table. Now, I know in October I talked about this. You're setting the table with your bountiful harvest. You have the people at your table, all the people that you want to celebrate that have helped you. Now, November, something I absolutely love, and it's a perfect time of the year for this, is we're going to celebrate. We're actually going to celebrate. Physically do it. And the reason why I love doing this, and it's a perfect time of the year, is because we have all these holidays going around, all these get-togethers to where you get to be with people that you want to be with, and you love, and you like spending time with. So it's an easy time to celebrate. So what we're doing I have 4 weeks for November. In the first week, we're going to talk about the time for celebration. Celebration as a whole. Celebrating everything. Actually doing the celebration. Now, it's not just stuck for the week. Do this through the rest of the year. And we're going to talk about more stuff throughout this month, throughout December, to be able to set up for next year. But you want to be able to take the time to celebrate. This will have great benefits for you going on in the future. So we're celebrating as a whole. The second week, what I want to talk about is the time for you. You personally. Now we're not dealing with everybody else. We're not dealing with all the other stuff. We're dealing with you and making sure that you are aligned. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything. You're in a right frame of mind, a right space. Third week, we're going to talk about the time to clean up. Now again, it might not sound fun, but it's a necessary evil in life, in anything. You got to clean up your house, right? We got to clean up from the celebrations, clean up from the time with ourselves, clean everything up so where we're dealing with a clean slate and we can go forward. So when we go in December, we can start our planning process. We can nail down what we want and we can move on it in 2024, in the next year, whenever you're viewing this. And the fourth week, time to look back before looking forward. Now, I know we've talked about in October reaping the benefits of what we have sown, reaping what we have sown. So we are looking back in that, looking at all the goals that we planted those seeds in the beginning of the year. We've worked on them through the whole year, and then we've harvested them at this season of harvest in October. Well, now in November, we're going to look back on what has worked for us and really ruminate, really kind of bathe in what we have done and evaluate and review what worked and what didn't work. Because if we don't do this, if we don't evaluate, if we don't review, well, then we are destined to do the same mistakes than we've already done. We're creatures of habit. So it's only going to be right and fitting that if we don't change what we do, we're doomed to repeat it. So that's why we work on our habits, we work on our mindsets, we work on our development and our personal growth so that we don't keep going through the same problems. It's only going to frustrate us more, right? So this is November. It's time to set the table. It's time to celebrate. Physically celebrate with everything that you have, everybody that's around you. Enjoy this time. Be grateful, be appreciative. Don't be jaded. Be in the moment. Be mindful. Be in the moment. Enjoy who and what's around you. I want to thank you so much for joining me with this video. Now, it's just a brief overview of what we're going to be dealing with for the next couple of weeks. Setting the table in November. And then December, We're going to open it up to actually plan for the next year. But right now, let's celebrate. And what I'd like to do is ask you to do 3 things for me. And one, it's going to be comment below with something that you were celebrating this year. Whether it's you're celebrating yourself, celebrating somebody else, celebrating a goal you achieved. Write that in the comments below. I'd love to be able to celebrate it with you. And number 2, subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. It'll help get this type of information out there. Now, again, this is only a brief overview. Our other videos are going to be a little bit more in depth, give you a little bit more philosophy, knowledge, wisdom, tips and tricks and tools to help you do a lot of this stuff. But this one is just going to give you an idea of what you're getting yourself into. I hope it's good. So please subscribe to my channel so that this positive information can get out to more people and we can create a better world. You and I can create a better world together. Number 3, head over to thechangeoperative.com. Sign up for the Red membership. It is a daily transformational membership that deals with information and questions on personal development, on trauma, limiting beliefs, mindfulness, dealing with meditations, dealing with creating goals and plans, your personal energy, the future self that you want to create, and a lot more. That's all within the Red membership on thechangeoperative.com, a monthly subscription. Please sign up today. You won't regret it. I want to thank you so much again for joining me, and I'll see you next week.